behalf of Matthews, I just like to congratulate you on achieving the Governor General's Award. We at Matthews are aware of the hard work you're putting down there in Augustown, and from time to time, well, you're always coming to us for assistance, and most of the times we try to help you. But I truly think that this award is earned. I know how hard you've been working in the community, and I can just wish for you, again on behalf of Matthews, continued success. And our doors are always open to you, sir. Sometimes not expect much, but whatever we can give to assist, we will always try to assist. So, heartiest congratulations.
Yeah. All right. And I just want to let you know that your token that you have given to us after my namesake passed you, Hurricane Dean, to refurbish our homework program. It has really great success this year. You know, we had the head boy from Luna Primary School. We have also had the head boy from Oak Valley. All of several of these guys have get top honors at their school. So once again, I tell you, Matthews have been with me throughout my good times and bad times. And
we try to be good corporate citizens, so again, you really earned this, you know. You really earned this, so congrats. I remember that.
Respect. And I say, you know, I want to congratulate you also. All right. Oh, whoa.
Yang what color?
Yeah, under.
Yang ben.
The Scouting Quarter. As you know, Scouting is not only in Jamaica. The Scout movement is over some 15 million Scouts worldwide, which is in over 115 different countries. So Scouting is not a program that operates in Jamaica alone. It was started in 1907 by Robert Baden Powell, and I am now standing at the Scout Headquarters on South Camp Road in Jamaica. And as you can see, we are brothers. It's a family movement. Once it becomes a part of the Scout, once a Scout, always a Scout, no matter what part of the world you are at. And you can see we have Scouts from Chile, from all over the world, and we're just one family. And this year, come 2010, it's going to be 100 years since Scouting has started in Jamaica, which we're going to have our big celebration, our 100-year celebration of Scouting. And from my achievement, this is the organization that has molded me, it has strengthened me, it has assisted me to take me to the level that I am at this moment. I started Scouting in 1983, and my first meeting as a leader was in this building 1983, and I've been here ever since, every second Monday of each month, where all the leaders of St. Andrew meet, and we see how we can best move Scouting forward. We have Scouts from Mexico, Scouts from all over the world. This is where the leaders of each district would meet for what we call a powwow, where you discuss the problems and how you can develop Scouting and assist with our young people. So we normally meet like once per month. The parish of St. Andrew, we meet in this conference room, council room, every second Monday of each month. And this has been going on for years. As I said, Scouting started in Jamaica, 1910. So come 2010, we're going to be having a grand celebration. Here is our Governor General, former Governor Generals, who they are the Chief Scouts of Jamaica. The founder, the person who founded Scouting, Sir Robert Baden-Powell. And Scouting started worldwide 1907. So Jamaica was so fortunate 3 years after we have had Scouting. Our present Chief Commissioner, Mr. Reverend Barrington Suarez, is now our present Chief Commissioner. He has been Chief Commissioner from February 7, 2007. He succeeded Mr. Stanford Davis, who was the Chief Commissioner, March 8, 2003 to 2007. And before Mr. Stanford, we have Dr. Edward Lee, who was the Chief Commissioner from 1998 to 2003. And before Dr. Lee, we have Mr. Richard Chambers, who was the Chief Commissioner in 1994 to 1998. And before Mr. Richard Chambers, we have Mr. V.G. Rose. He was the Chief Commissioner from 1986 to 1994. So the Chief Commissioner, so these are all Chief Commissioners who have been displayed in our council room. And this is where the problem of Scouting, how we're going to build Scouting, how we're going to solve the problem. We discuss all these, and all the leaders within the St. Andrew district, the Kingston district, and Kingston and St. Andrew, they meet in this building here. One of our most prominent Cub Scout leader, Mr. Devon Wright. Mr. Wright, thank you for being a part of this movement, and we'd like to salute you for the wonderful work you're doing. Linders is one of our strongest scout group presently now, and Devon Wright is the person who is in charge of Linders. They have over how many boys they have at Linders?
About 100.
About 100 boys. And it has started, what year, can you remember what year Linders started?
Actually, the Cub Scouts began in the 1950. That's basically how far that it
started. Okay, so Linders is one of the earlier group that has been going on very strong. You know, most of the activities that take place in Jamaica, Linders, you know, they are always present at those functions. So Mr. Grant is here today to purchase items for his Cub Scout at the Scout headquarters. Yeah, this is the Scout office. This is where all Scouts are registered all over Jamaica. Once you're a member of the Scout movement, you have to pay your insurance and your registration fee, and you have to get registered here. These are the souvenirs and item of Scouting throughout the years. This is a cabinet of history. Once you become a member of the Scout Association, you have to register your boys, and this is where you have to come to get your boy registered. As you can see, Miss Charlene, she's very, very busy today, trying to prepare all these registration cards. This weekend we're going to be having our conference. Once a year we have an annual conference where Scout leaders all over Jamaica would meet, and we see how best we can improve the quality of Scouting and what can be done. So all the leaders from all 14 parishes would meet, and we're going to have it at Mandeville this year on the 24th of October. So Charlene is very busy today, but once you become a scout, you have to register your boy and you get a registration card. And they come and they'll pick it up here. So all 14 parishes, the card are placed in this basket here. Presently, our hard-working executive commissioner is preparing, as I said, for our conference coming up in the 24th of this month. Miss Malcolm, it's a pleasure for you people who have guided me all the way through and have supported me for my achievement. And I must say thank you very much for your kind support over the years. Ms. Malcolm, I don't know, she can tell you more about the scouting program, what takes place at Scouting Headquarters.
What we do is to run the association from here. All correspondences, international, local, operated from this office. Currently coming up, we'll be having our 14 Caribbean Jamboree, which will be held in Guyana next year. And we're really looking some support now to get our contingent of 32 youngsters and 5 leaders to go to this jamboree. So whatever assistance we can get.
So you're talking something similar to Beijing, we're going to be,
yeah, we are.
Okay, that's good. This is what we need to highlight, because what I think scouting have been over the past decade, scouting have been representing Jamaica from in the early 50s, and I think the public are not aware fully the work that we're doing. And maybe we need a visit from Mr. Bolt or...
They don't want to do it for the people, because we just want to take this opportunity to congratulate them, and to extend our voices to their wonderful performance in Beijing.
And I can tell you, when myself and Miss Malcolm, we went to Antigua, and we have to go there as a reggae, it was a reggae patrol. So we have been around, so Miss Malcolm, keep up the wonderful work. And I do hope that the wider Jamaica can assist us in sending our youngsters and our adults, to the reggae patrol that will be going to
Guyana.
2009. Alright, and 2010, as I said, is going to be a big celebration for the Scout movement in Jamaica. And we actually start making preparation for that celebration. Yeah, this is the BP room, Baden Powell Founder Scouting. And presently we are in the Baden Powell room. We have the Cyber Center Club, which was sponsored by Cable and Wireless for the Scouts. Come the end of August 29th, I guess, we're going to be having, we normally have what you call Jamboree on the year, where we connected with Scouts all over the world. And we're going to be using this room where Scouts from Jamaica will be coming in this room to make link through the internet on that Jamboree day. So they could talk and communicate with Scouts in different countries all over the world. Alright? And we're going to have Mr. Hewlett, he'll be the person who will be running the program here at Scout Headquarters. We're also going to be having the homework program for Scouts, restarted back. So once again, I want to take time out to thank Cable and Wireless for assisting us with all these computers. And we're going to be having a program coming on soon. It all started here in 1983 when I became a member of the Scout Association until now. And I think it has helped mold me and has strengthened me to be a part of what I am today. The program of Scouting, I can recommend it to every business sector. It's a great program. It's a wonderful program. And I can tell you, once you follow the Scouting program in your organization, the program just want the leaders time is a bit hard and it's hard to get volunteer leaders. But I can tell you, it can assist the whole development of the problem that the country is undergoing now. This is the Scout Association of Jamaica. And this is the head office. And the Scout headquarters is at 2D South Campus, Kingston, Jamaica.